family for being our biggest sponsor and helping us continue to give us the information, motivation, education that we need in our community. Next, we would like to thank SoCal Tattoo out of Tarzana, California. SoCal Tattoos, where all your tattoo needs will be met. Go out there and check them out and let them know AC sent you. And last but definitely not least, Rockstar Plumbing Company out of Chatsworth, California. You can reach them at 818-814-3044 for all your plumbing needs. And now, without further ado, let the show begin. And we are crack-a-lacking. We on, Chris? We on? There we go, people. What's crack-a-lacking? Today actually is Monday. It's April 7th. The stock market is crashing. I think that's it. It's the end of the world, people. Sell everything. Sell everything. What are them fools? Xavier and E-Zone, man. They were supposed to actually come in today. That fool said, oh shit, I'm out of town. So we don't podcast the same. I'm going to tell them fools. That's how their titles are. We don't spoke the same. We don't podcast the same. What's up with you fellas out there? NH Finance. Orale. What's cracking? Let's go. Over here, man, just getting it in. A lot to talk about when you got Trompito in the building. You always got stuff to talk about. 401ks in the dump right now, Chris.
Who needs to retire anyway, right?
Who needs to retire, bro? That's what I said. Somebody said, my 401k. If you're not retiring within the next year or two or even 5 years, you're going to be all right. But it's like if you were going to retire the next year or two and you had a lot of money in your stocks, in the stock market or in your portfolio, then whoever runs your portfolio is an absolute moron, because this guy's been saying, I'm going to put tariffs. He even gave you a date. So he warned all his rich friends. Mm-hmm. He said, listen, suckers, not April 1st because you guys think it's going to be a joke, but April 2nd, I'm putting tariffs. I don't think anybody really believed the amount of tariffs he was going to put in there, but
it's pretty extreme.
Hey, dude. Yeah, I've been looking at articles, reading some articles, hearing commentary, and nobody ever has seen anything like this in the financial world, and they don't know what to make of it. They're like, the financial world will never be the same, but I do believe that in the long run, it's going to help the United States. I think the EU, they already said, the Europe Union, they already said they will go 0 for 0 tariffs, that they're going to have a meeting tomorrow. Vietnam, same thing, 0 for 0. Because at the end of the day, it's not like we're really selling that much stuff over there. So, right?
Yeah.
So I think what they're going to negotiate after is the trade balance, how lopsided it is. But the reality is that we don't make much stuff to sell there. All we make is jeans and guns, bro. We cowboys. that's one of our biggest exports, right? So I think it's gonna be all right. See who's in here, man. Give your boy a birthday shout out. I'd really appreciate it. Dub Ton Mount 530. Happy birthday. There you go, homie. You got your birthday, Carnal. You got your birthday. So you got the picture of Trompito with the Dodgers. They even gave him a jersey, Chris. They gave him the 47 jersey, Carnal. And people are hating, bro. People are hating but you know what? People are hating the Latinx community. That's exactly how they put it, bro. There you go. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. I think it's been a minute since any sports team has actually gone. There you go. The Dodgers went over there, gave him even his 47 jersey, and I think in all reality, that's the way it should be, regardless of who the president is, bro. If the president invites you to go to the White House, get over all this woke crap that, I'm not going, I'm not. And most of those people weren't going because it was a woke world and the woke mob was coming after everybody. But ever since Trump won, Trompito, as they call him, that woke mentality's kind of gone. You can see it because back the first, I think, did they win during his first run as president?
I can check.
Yeah, check it out. Check when was the last time the Dodgers won in the last, 6 to 8 years? Smart Money Bro is doing good videos on tariffs. Also, Dave Smith did a video. If you have patience to listen to 1 hour videos. Sometimes I do. And you can promote it. It's no problem, bro. there's just some of those like terror videos, and they're just some guys are and females. They're just slow, bro. I'm trying to listen to some of them during when I'm going to work, and it's just like, bro, it's early in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee, and there is just, well, you know, the number here is, and it goes way too slow for me. But there is some that I catch in the morning that they're on it. And those ones I kind of like a lot more, man. Much love from upstate Williams, California. No problem, Dubtown, no problem. Homie, happy birthday, carnal. We're only getting older, and the older you get, the faster it goes. Yeah, so I want to hear your guys' take on the Dodgers going and visiting the Trumper himself. Is that a good thing, bad thing? It really doesn't matter. I think it doesn't really matter either way, bro. There you go. It's out here. Should be red, white, and green Dodgers. That would have been a good one, bro. If they gave him the Mexican jersey. So
Yeah, they won in 2020.
they won, and they did not go.
And his first term was 2017 to 2021. So they did win.
Yeah, but I don't think they went to the White House that year. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha. Let me see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think when the Dodgers won that year, they went. Like a lot of people didn't go. There was football teams that wouldn't go. There was a, I don't know if it was Duke. The Final Four team went over there, and everybody was criticizing Trump because Trump gave him just a bunch of hamburgers and fries, and that's what the guy eats, homie.
I remember
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they like this guy.
Wasn't it Wendy's? He gave him Wendy's.
It was Wendy's, bro. That's right. Hey, Trump likes his Wendy's, bro.
Doubles for everyone.
I'm sure there were good hamburgers, bro. I'm sure there were good hamburgers. Billionaires buying low right now. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Listen, he was letting people know the tariffs were coming. So what did that do? I'm sure some of his friends started pulling money out months ago. And now that it's low, this time I'm waiting. See, where's oil at? I want to get some more oil, bro. That's right. Let me see. Oil stock price. Let me see where you're at. 61. I'm waiting to go like 50, dude. If it hits 50, I'm in, bro. Even 61 is not too shabby, dude. Yeah, it went up a little bit.
Okay, so so after they won, they visited the year after, July 2nd, 2021.
And by that time, fucking the old man was in there.
Yeah, Biden was already president. So.
Okay. So they got lucky. They spread themselves controversy.
So they probably got a healthy meal that time.
Yeah, maybe, bro, maybe. But
probably wasn't fast food.
But you would think you're getting. I mean, I don't know why you gave Wendy's, bro. Hey, it's better than giving him fucking chicken. Oh my God, could you imagine?
I mean, yeah.
Well, it would.
They should have made him a nice meal.
It would have been no different than when Biden went to go have that meal with the black family, and that's what they brought over. They brought chicken. I don't know if you saw that when it was forced. It was like him, the wife, the son, and the daughter, and they're like, "This fucking jackass brought." But then again, maybe they liked it, bro. I don't know. It just in today's world, it's kind of tough, man. They're trying to salvage their image with the right after the debacle during the Stadium Pride Parade when they mocked Jesus. Yeah, they definitely got some heat for that. But not every, but just a good chunk of corporations, bro. They're spineless. They're just going with whatever the trend is. Target had its LGBTQ whole section, bro. They're spineless, and as soon as LGBTQ ain't hot no more. What's hot? You gotta go America. Okay, so now we're going back to America. So right away they took away that whole section. Target was getting a lot of heat of it, and that's what I think most corporations do. One that I believe I know for a fact never truly bounced back was Bud Light, dude. What a horrible marketing campaign, and that was a female. Let me put this on silent real quick, Chris. Should renting, but no, not right now. Food, I do not. Yeah, that was a horrible campaign, and that was by a female. I don't know if she was VP or marketing or actually president of marketing. That was just dumb, bro. When they had the what do they call him? The transgender, whatever it was. And he was over there, I drink Bud Light. And nah, bro, you know how many people I know that, including yours truly, that used to drink Bud Light? Like, no more. Ultra took over, bro. And they say Ultra's a gay beer, but hey, Ultra.
The long time.
There you go. College Brad says he gets his shoes from Target, homie. You nailed it. They're prostitutes for advertisement industry. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We used to say American Cholo, pura fallas. Sí, güey, pura fallas. So we got that one there. You think it was a good thing that the Dodgers met up with Trump, or you think it was a bad thing? Put good or bad, homie. Good or bad? Me personally, like I said, I think it's a good thing. If the president is successful, the country is successful, bro. There's people that would rather see the country go down in flames to be like, I told you so, while we're all burning and fucking going broke, bro. Like, nah, man. Nah. Well, the one thing I will say that Trump is falling short on, and I'll be the first to admit it, bro, is on immigration. They really pushed it and said it was going to be the criminals, the this, the that. They're coming after everybody. It's like, you've been here 30 years, but no, you got to go. Like, no, wait a minute. Somebody's been here 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, and they haven't broken the law. That means they're good citizens, and they're not on welfare. They're not just taken away from the government. They're actually contributing to the society. They should stay. I don't know if the young, he's kind of a young guy, I guess. The one that they have admitted they deported him by oops. He shouldn't have got deported. I think it would look so good for Donald Trump to come out, and somebody in the press corps has to press up on him somewhere and ask him this, like, hey, don't you think it would be the right thing? You guys have already admitted you sent him there by mistake. Wouldn't you think it'd be the right thing as a man, as president, for you to bring him back and maybe even pardon him, Mr. Trump? Dude, that'll make him look so much better. That'll take all the heat off of that. But right now they're like, we can't get him back. No, man.
Trump has to admit he was wrong, though.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, Trumpito.
That's not his thing.
Well, how about somebody else admit they were wrong, and Trump just comes in there and says, I'm fixing this because this idiot over here, he's stupid. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, because that sucks, bro. I mean, that really sucks. There's some other ones in there. There's a gay hairdresser, but he's got those tattoos, man. He's got the tattoos of the crowns, and according to them, that's a Tren de Agua tattoo, is those crowns. It's almost like how Latin kings get crowns, so they get the crowns. But he's oh my God, that guy must be hating life, bro. He's not a gang member. Oh my God, man. Been around Compa Raider too long, bro. Paco Herta dice, Gil still hasn't got his free plane ticket to Guatemala. ¿Cómo estás, pendejo, güey? Soy de Honduras. Pregúntale a tu abuela. Pregúntale a tu tía, güey. They know already. They know already, homie. Ay, Paquito. You know what? It's funny, too, and I hear that a lot on social media. And it's people like that guy who are left liberals who are say the same racist stuff that somebody who they would say racist at. Why don't you go back to your country? Why don't you this? Like, what? All of a sudden, I'm gonna get deported if I'm a citizen, homeboy. I hate to break the news to you, carnal. I got my paperwork, carnal. I'm good, homeboy. They can't take me nowhere. I'm good, homeboy. As long as I ain't breaking the law and don't do no terrorist crap, I'm good. And that goes for anybody. I don't care if you were born here, fool. If you do something dirty, you're gonna find yourself in Sicot or in Guantanamo Bay, carnal. I got those crowns on my lower back. Pues estás bien sexy, way. Yeah, I know a guy who this was under the Biden administration. He went over, or maybe in a Trump, I don't know, one of those two. He went over to Mexico during that time where you sign off, you go over there. Usually you go there for like a month, and then you come back. He had some Aztec tattoos, and with those Aztec tattoos, they didn't let him back in.
Really?
Yeah, and he just happened to get so unlucky because I think it's from Mexico City, and there's like a gang of cartel there that uses the Aztec tattoo as their symbol, and they just happened to off a police officer or a federal officer over there just a month before. And when he got there, that's what the taxi driver told him. He's like, hey, you got any tattoos? Like, yeah. He's like, wait, ponte trucha. He should have took him off. I mean, but he didn't think, because he wasn't a gang member, bro. I've known the guy for many years. He just, like many people, had some Aztec art on him, and they saw that and they said, "Chale, you ain't going back to the States," just like that. Now imagine if you've been here for all that time and you got, sorry about your luck, bro. It's And what sucks too is some of those tattoos, those guys may have been from those gangs, but some of them may have started working, may have said, I'm over that life, you know?
Yeah.
And sorry about your luck. It's choices you made way back when coming back and straight haunting you. But I don't understand why don't they just deport them to their country? I don't get it. Because a lot of those guys that are in there, I heard the 90-something% of them, they haven't, aside from coming to the country illegally, they haven't broken a law where they should be in prison. They should just get deported back to their country. So I don't get what that move was. I think he's trying to avoid immigration law, avoid going to court, avoid this long process. But a judge has actually said he needs to bring that guy back. Mm-hmm. Well, they said we lost the phone number. We can't get it. We're calling caught prison and they're not answering, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, well, though at least the immigration detention centers here, those are big contracts. Those are private.
Huge.
A lot of those are private.
Yeah, but the thing they're trying to avoid the immigration laws because they don't want some of those guys staying here. It's pretty much, and that's why I say he's falling short on immigration, the Trump administration, because they want to be judge, jury, and executioner. Mm-hmm. And that's not the case. If somebody has broken the law, then yeah, bro, get them out of here right away. But if somebody came here, the last administration let them in, they've got their paperwork going already and all that. It's like they followed the fucking rules, you know? And for you just to pick them up and send them to a maximum security prison like El Salvador, oh, man, that's vicious, bro. That's vicious. Johnny Garcia, what's good? Please hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. So there's another one there. I sent a picture of Chris. So there's two, and then we will open up the phone lines real quick. We got one. Let me get my glasses so I can read this real quick. The pool champs, bro. Is there? No, it wasn't a video. I made it into some kind of video just to post on my YouTube so I could put music. It's raining, man. That's why, Chris. That's why. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It should say video. So let me see. These two beautiful lads over here. Hijos de chingada madre. Two men will face each other for a women's championship title at the Ultimate Pool Women's Pro Series event tonight in Wigan, UK. Harriet Haynes and Lucy Smith, both trans-identified males, beat all the female competitors to take the spot in the women's final event, dude. What a joke. Oh, so you didn't get the picture.
I could play the video.
No.
It's 9 seconds.
Okay, go ahead. We'll get copyright for his rainy man, but that's all right. Let's see. Let me see if you can see it. If not, I'll send you the real picture, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny, dude. Let me see. I got the real. Yeah, this is a picture, I think. No, it's not this one. No. I'll share it to you right now, Chris.
Okay.
Dude, that's a joke, bro.
Here it is. It's home. I just have to. Come back.
I sent it to you right now.
Okay.
Check it out on the email. Hey, but that's a joke, dude. How are you going to have two men? And I'm tired of hearing this. They're men, bro. You have to say biological man or what? No, it's two dudes playing for a women's championship. And somebody asked on the comment section on Instagram, well, I know like basketball, football, and all that. It's the men are stronger, but what is pool? Because men are just more athletic, man. Men's reactions are better. Men's are just better pool players. That's why there's a man league and a woman league. Is it a woman trying to be a man? No. It's two men. Those are two dudes right there, bro. Those are the guys in the bar. Just two of them put wigs on and say, we're females. What is the chances of two men acting like women and they're gonna play for the women's championship? That's ridiculous, bro. What is wrong with these people? It's just because they want to seem like they're so ahead of the curve and think that that's social justice, and they think that, huh? You think in 100 years we're gonna be wrong, Chris, and all of a sudden women are gonna be beating men in sports? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
Probably not.
No, I don't think so. Is there women that could beat guys? Of course. in regular, like at the bar or something. But when you go toe to toe, professional against professional, bro, no, the man is gonna win the women and pool. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, bro. Unless some super female comes out of nowhere, and could that happen? Yeah, it could happen. But is it rare? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. They said Matt and the boys would take them down for sure. Hey, the one on the right kind of does look like a giraffe, bro. So I don't know, Matt might be on that, my boy.
Enough beers.
Oh man, yeah, those female that probably down with lefty politics. What's up, Fader Lokes? Right there, dude. The two men that are gonna compete for a women's championship. Oh, dude, you can't write this stuff, man. You can't. If somebody would have come into this world from 20 years ago and be like, "What the hell is going on with you guys, bro?" You know what it might be too. I believe also it might be Star Wars fans, bro. I thought about this in my brain. Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans. Okay. They see these shows and they see how everybody's equal. You know, in Star Wars, the women are fighting and they're all equal to the man, and there's no such thing as the man's stronger. It's all equal. I think if that was the case, it'd be great, bro. But that's just not the case. The case is men are stronger, men are faster. That's just biologically how it goes. And some people, well, no, biologically it's not. No, yes it is, bro. Yes it is. They are playing with 4 extra balls.
That was cool.
Miguel Moreno said that's Alabama's primas he be talking about. Hey, if anybody could get my cousin, it's gonna be me. Oh man, yeah, they're literally playing with 4 extra balls, bro. Oh Jesus! All right, Chris, let's open up the phone lines over here, man. Let's see what the people gotta say, bro. Oh shit. Hey, beautiful weather right now, huh?
It's a little warm.
Oh, this ain't nothing, bro. No, this ain't nothing, man.
But it's all right.
No, when it gets 100, then it's a little warm, bro. For work right now, out here it's a little warm. Where I'm at in the Palisades, it's fucking gorgeous, man. Right there is long sleeve or even like light sweater weather. All right, guys. Numbers pinned at the top. 747-279-8109. Call in 747-279-8109. Express yourself. Paco Huerta, why don't you give us a call, fool? Go ahead, Chris. Are you connected? Hotline.
I'm going to put a wig on and I'm going to say I'm the best female podcaster ever.
Oh, shit's a good one. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up? It's me, Jacob. I'm right here at Coca-Cola.
That's right, Jacob. How's it going over there, bro?
Nah, it was funny though when you were posting the picture of the 2 trans and stuff like that. That's ridiculous, man. Like, I don't know what's going on.
It makes no sense, bro. Especially if you're a female competitor and you're watching this. To me, though, at the end of the day, I blame the female competitors, bro, because and I'm sorry for this phrase, but they don't have the balls to sit there and say, you know what, we are not competing. That's what they got to do, bro. All those females that were going to play against these guys, as soon as they started seeing them beat so many of them like that, like, no, bro, we're not competing. In gymnastics, I don't think gymnastics is so much a thing. In basketball, in baseball, softball, like wrestling, all this stuff, those girls should just say, no, we are not competing against these guys, bro.
Especially when they have a community, like when people are marching, like when women are marching for women's rights, but then you're allowing a man, so-called, be a woman, and then they beat the crap out of you, and you're marching for women's rights, and you're allowing that. Like, I don't understand how they did the same. Those kind of, you know what I mean? Like, they contradict themselves. Like,
major, bro, major. Yeah, you're talking about women's rights, but you think a man does a better job of being a woman than a woman does. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. Like, and you know what's crazy? I remember one time, a couple of years ago, real quick, somebody was, I think the women's rights community was complaining, like, oh, how come you don't hire a woman? It's a construction job, right?
Right.
But it's hard labor.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, we'll hire women. And then 800 people apply. Guess how many women apply? None, because they know it's heavy. Like, so I just don't understand what they're complaining about. Why you don't hire women? They don't apply. Like, they do. They only last, what, 4 hours, and I can't do this.
Yeah,
They turn to a point and they quit.
I have seen some women working construction, like in the type of work that I have. I seen one that was really impressed, bro. She was a rock buster, tying rebar, bro, and she was with it, bro. Like I saw her like humping the rebar, loading off the truck, and she was like just with the dudes. I was like, all right, if you can handle your own weight all day long, but the reality is most can't. And when it comes to sports, it should definitely be separated because you're getting the cream of the crop of the men, so you're getting the cream of the crop of the women, but the men would always beat the women, and that's no disrespect to women. Some people take that as an offense. It's not an offense.
I was about to say that it's not even about bashing the women at all. It's just reality. This is reality, you know?
Yeah,
it's like the Olympic boxing, remember, like a couple months ago?
Yeah, that one dude.
Yeah, it's like a girl through the towel. Like, damn, fool hits like a man. Like, it is a man.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, but it's crazy. Hey, Jacob, I appreciate the phone call, brother. Be safe out there.
Anytime. What you guys doing?
Yeah, I heard Paco Huerta is really a female, bro. Herta, maybe, I don't know, man. There was a girl that took a knee in fencing because her opponent was trans. Yeah, I think we see some by the podcast. What's up, my brother? How we doing? I believe that we saw that last week, right? We posted that on last week's live. We didn't check it. Go to my Instagram and you'll see it. Let's get hotline. Yo. What's happening, brother? Talk to us. We're live on American Cholo.
Hey, I appreciate the birthday shout out, man.
Oh, for sure, brother. Happy birthday. How old are you?
I'm 27 now, man.
It's all downhill from there, brother.
About to the end of the year.
It's all downhill, fool. After 27, it's
Don't listen to him.
Nah, you're fresh and young, brother. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to American Cholo, man.
That's right, brother. Thank you. So you called 27. Man, I remember when I was 27, Chris. I think I could beat the world, bro. Jesus. I used to jumping out of foundations, hop walls, do this. Now it's like I gotta put my knee here first. And then I'm not lying, bro. Like me and my boy Chulo Beach been working together for like 20 years now. Him and I like actually working together, and we're like 2 weeks apart. So we both just turned 50. I'm like Chulo Beach, like yeah, dude, that's it. We're old goats, bro. And I used to be the guy clowning the old goats. Let's see, hotline.
Hey, Gil.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, freaking my coworker. I don't know if this is true, but my coworker was telling me, hey, that fool fucking Harvard fucking seen crying at the flea market. This footage. Is that shit true? That shit had me cracking up all day.
That he was crying at the flea market.
I don't know about crying. I feel like we thought or hella sad at the flea market or some shit.
I'm surprised he even went over there, bro. I'm surprised he went over there. I thought that fool was still hiding somewhere, carnal.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that fool ain't showing himself around. Because I thought he would get beat up or something.
Yeah.
And that shit had me cracking up so I could like fucking picture that shit hella easy and shit.
Well, that's what happens.
I gotta go back to work. Hey.
All right, fool.
Hey, you have a good day, bro.
You too, brother. Later, fool.
Hey, later.
I love how these fools be at work. That's right. These are grinding, brother. These are grinding. It's the blue collar workers over here, carnal. Shit. Yeah, I would be too. Mega Man, what's going on, fool? What's up with the tariffs? Well, for what seems to be coming from these other countries as far as the tariffs go, Vietnam, EU, which is the Europe Union, Israel, who else? There's a good chunk of countries that are already talking about having the conversation and going 0 for 0 tariffs, which means that's a win. Hotline.
What's up, Gil? Mega Man.
What's up, Mega Man? Talk to us.
Yo, did you see that video was going around today? I posted and yesterday about a lady who, I don't know, she was on a sick one, and she ran through that fucking taco vendor and hit like 9 people.
Oh, at the alleys?
Oh my God. Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah, what was up with that, dude?
I don't know if she was intoxicated on drugs, but on the comments they were saying this girl was driving dirty.
Oh, really?
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it was her intention to start shit or hit, but on the video, when she was trying to pull out, she hit someone so hard. Some lady was like, I think she was stuck, and they tried to pick her up. There's like 9 freaking people, and they're like, hey, what are you doing? Like,
she looks spaced out.
Yeah. Then I hear like a story like today that they want to change the laws and say, hey, the last call is at 1:30. They want to keep the bars open going on to 4 a.m. So there's some things going on, and
they already have
it's
that in
crazy.
place. They already have that in place in West Hollywood. Don't tell me how I know it, bro. Please don't ask me how I know.
Oh
it.
my God!
Hey, no, and
I'm telling you.
West Hollywood passed that law last election cycle. They're staying open till 4 a.m, bro. Them gays like to get fucked up in more ways than one.
I'll tell you, Gil, there's a lot of people right now driving dirty. There's a lot of DUIs, like this car wreck was like, even the situation we had in Long Beach where some person stole a car, was on a sick one, drove it all the way to Long Beach, crashed right there on 7th and Terminal in Long Beach. It was like, there's people out there. It's like, I don't know if I should go to work today. It's why. So I don't want my car wrecked because there's people out there who just can't fucking drive.
Take an Uber, bro. Take an Uber. I don't know why
Oh,
people
my-
even. Well, I don't know why people even like take an Uber, bro. Fuck that $10,000 bill. And now her, if she was high or something, dude, that's a major charge right there. You going to the prison.
If someone put on the comments that maybe in a way the people are all high as fuck because they're going in the morning, in the afternoon, dispensaries, getting all smoked out high and just causing collisions.
I don't think it's the marijuana smokers. I think it's more the boozers and maybe the tweakers, bro.
Oh, the ones who do the fucking balloons and shit.
Oh, the balloon fools, yeah, dude, the fools that be by my pet all the
frickin-
time.
Oh my God, those freaking eggers, man. They're like a cancer, man. They're spreading everywhere like fucking pigs.
Yeah,
Don't add water in that fucking movie Gremlins.
it's funny now. You see all the gangster guys when they do the vlogs, they got the balloons, bro. I was like, damn, we ain't the same, homie. We ain't the same. That's just crazy, bro. I can't even fucking fathom that. They're with the balloons.
Oh, man.
That's gangster, huh? All right, Mega Man. Thanks for the phone call. Appreciate
All right,
you,
Gil.
brother. God bless.
Later, bro. Great.
Gil, what's the red button for it? That's when I kick you out of here. Si se puede, when I say, you're out of here. Like Paco Huerta. Paco Huerta, te gusta, güey. Get out of here. Fenner Lokes. Kimosami, American Cholo. Cool, Mr. Gill. The stock market is crashing. Yeah, let it crash, bro. Like, the ones that are hurting more than anything is the super rich people, bro. The super rich people, they don't know what the hell's going on. They're like, dude, this guy's just letting this shit crash. And he is. He's just like, it's all right. Yeah.
No holds barred.
No, hey, dude, no holds bar. Like, we're gonna let this thing crash. We're gonna renegotiate this stuff. All you rich bastards who've been getting rich off American people who have been taking manufacturing jobs from America, we're done with this shit. We need to renegotiate. And I'm sure, like I'm sure when he first announced it, they're like, no, he's just kidding. They're drinking their fucking martinis. Like, no, there's no way Trump is gonna do this. There's just absolutely. They're speaking around the world. There's no way. He said he's gonna do it. There is no way he'll back down, just like he did with Mexico, just like he did. And April 2nd came, bro, and boom. And right now, he just threatened. China's the main one. He just threatened China that if China does not remove their tariffs, they just implemented, I think, like a 30% tariff on the United States goods, that he is gonna put. Tomorrow's the 8th. Yeah, tomorrow's the 8th. That he's gonna put 50% on China. That means trading with China's gonna stop, bro. Straight up. That means trading with China's done. Like,
Amazon's going to get real expensive.
ooh.
'Cause most of those goods are imported.
What do I gotta buy that's backlogged, bro? No, I'm good right now, bro. I'm good. I just bought the poster. We're good. We're good right now, man. Can you put that in the slot machine behind you? No, I can't do that, bro. That'll go against FCC rules, homie. That's called gambling, Johnny Garcia. But I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, that's a good one. I think that would be considered gambling, Chris. I don't need the FCC coming over here saying, hey, you can't play a goddamn slot machine over here. Johnny Garcia has been a moderator and a follower for many, many years, man. I appreciate you, Carnal. Crypto barely recovered. No, everybody's going to have. Everybody's in a world of hurt right now, dude. It doesn't matter what, every stock. But I'm watching the guys this morning. They're like, damn, I missed on Apple. Everybody's trying to get in there. The inside trading is whoever's in Trump's ear and knows when he's going to pull, if he's going to pull the plug on the tariffs. Because, like, if we knew, all right, dude, listen, Trump, by Friday, he's going to take all the tariffs off. That means by Thursday, I'm buying, bro. Because I know by Friday, and that's what's happening right now. Everybody's going down. So there's guys that are sitting there waiting and trying to see what the hell's going on with Tropito. He had a meeting today with Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, and they still want to make Gaza great. They want
We're going to make it into a giant shopping mall.
Dude, he said he's there. Yeah, everybody loves my idea. Everybody loves my idea. Beachfront property. I don't know why they ever gave it to them. I would have never gave it to them. Like, and he says, no, we're gonna build it. And then Netanyahu was like, well, if Trump wants to build it, like, we can, all those other people, they go to other countries. I'm sure they'll be happy. Like, dude, they're really gonna kick them out, bro. That's Gaza's
valuable real estate.
They're not getting that place back.
I mean, they don't have any power. That's the thing. The Middle East would have to come to their aid and say no. We're gonna stand.
Yeah, it's
up.
like a hood. You guys, somebody needs to jump for you, but ain't nobody jumping for that little gang. They're like, there's nothing to gain by jumping for them, which is sad. But I mean, technically, it's a ideological war. It's a right. It's a Christian against whether they would say whether they want to admit it or not. That's what it is. That's what it comes down to, bro. So but I don't think that's going anywhere. Let's see. The real crash is when everything goes under 20% and stays there for months. I think. Well, I'm not so worried about a crash in the stock market because that's kind of what it looks like already. I would be more concerned about a full-blown recession where you start getting a bunch of people laid off. So in other words, all right, dude, China not sending stuff anymore. Since China's not sending stuff anymore, Amazon's going to lay off 20,000 workers here, 10,000 workers here, 5,000 workers here. And since those guys ain't working anymore, those guys ain't going to this local stores anymore. Those stores are going out of business, and just that whole domino effect of everybody losing their job. That's what I'd be concerned about. I mean, luckily I work construction. We'll be the very last thing to go. If we go, we're done, bro. If the construction guys go, I'm on the block selling rocks with Chris, bro. Don't even trip. That market's always hot, Chris. If they catch me, I'm like, he's the guy. He's the guy. Oh shit! Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Chris. We gotta survive, carnal. We gotta survive, man. ¿Qué onda? Si se puede. He's over here, man. That's the homie right there. Hopefully you're doing better, carnal. Hopefully, that blanket of darkness is getting off you little by little, carnal. I know it gets tough sometimes, but we gotta fight through it, brother. BlackRock uses Onda. Yeah, that's one main thing too. I really wish that the Trump administration would also try to do something about the companies buying so many homes, like. Right? I think there should be a law against that. If you're a corporation, you should buy them to sell them. Like, all right. In other words, if you're a developer, then yeah, I get it. But if you're just this big old huge companies that has trillions of dollars at your disposal, and you're saying, you know what? No, we're gonna rent these houses to Americans. I don't think that the American dream is one day owning a home.
Yep.
Right? And it seems like little by little they're taking that away. Lumber prices could slow building. No, of course, no. Lumber prices, rebar prices, cement prices, copper wiring, drywall, roofing, glass. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Like with the houses we built, I would say the majority, because they all have to be fancy, the windows come from France, bro. Italy. Tile, France, Italy. Some of these homes, I think the home that I'm doing the foundation for right now in the Palisades, Chris, the windows and doors, I want to say it's 1.2 million.
Wow.
Windows and doors, bro.
Dang. It's like a palace.
I'm like, bro, can't you just go to Home Depot and get something like that? And the crazy part of that, I tell some of the supers over there, I'm like, dude, if you went to Home Depot and put these people wouldn't even know the difference.
Probably not.
But they know that this came from France. This came from Italy.
Handcrafted.
Bezos' swimming pool that he has in Beverly Hills. He bought a house in Beverly Hills. We did the whole thing. Beautiful home. That's the house that he has these hedges. They're like 30 feet high. And every month the city gives him a fine. Because they're supposed to be like 8 feet.
Right.
But he pays a fine. Like, I'll pay the fine. I don't give a shit. So he pays a fine. On that one, I saw the pool, bro. Jeez. The pool is fish, octopus, sharks, like the whole pool, right? You can see that.
Saltwater.
No, it's the you know how the stucco usually have the plaster on there, but instead of plaster, 1-inch mosaics from Italy. He had these guys come in there and put 1-inch mosaics, and once it's all done, that's what you see. You see octopus. You start. You're like, wait a minute, these are little.
Like a James Bond film.
Like a James Bond film. I'm sure that pool cost him, I don't know, maybe just a tile alone. I can't say what the pool is, but just a tile alone, I would think probably like up to $800,000. Just a tile to put that pool in there. Maybe more. That's insane, bro. But that'll tell you how much money those guys got. All right, what else you guys got? People understand that it is the wealth transfer. People don't get scared. Put your money in the right. Yeah, 6 bankruptcies. Though. Everybody has bankruptcies, bro, if you're in business. That's what it's there for, carnal. And especially when you have that many business. If it was a small accounting firm and they had 6 bankruptcies, yeah, I'm not going to that accounting firm, bro. If it was a small company and they had that, yeah, of course you're gonna be wary of to go in there. But if you have a guy who has multi corporations, companies, bro, that's gonna happen. There's no way it is. So with all due respect. All right, guys, you want to call in? 747-279-8109. The number is at the very top, 747-279-8109. What you got over there, Mr. Chris?
The house is worth $165 million, but I can't find how much it costs for the pool.
Yeah, no, I doubt they're going to break that. But $165 million for the house? Mm-hmm. Nothing major, huh?
It was David Geffen, the music executives.
Oh, that's house. Right. That's
from
right.
Geffen Records.
That's right. We did a house. Some of the concrete workers. There's a couple companies that went there. What's the guy from Apple? His ex-wife. Mm-hmm. It's next to, if you ever go to, what's that restaurant? Paradise Cove, by Malibu.
Oh yeah, I love. I've had a date or two there.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
so
that's a nice spot.
Once you go to Paradise Cove, anybody in the conversation has probably been there in the last year or two. To the left, you see this huge concrete structure, bro. That's her house, right? From her house there, when you go to Paradise Cove and you have the little dock, you see the houses right there on the side. Mm-hmm. They bought all those houses. The wife bought all those houses. All of them.
No more neighbors?
No more neighbors.
Dang.
There's 4 houses down there. Mm-hmm. Those are all guest houses.
Dang.
They made a road, bro, from that very top golf cart. You come down to go to the guest houses.
Wow.
And when they made that road, they had the surveyors and graders go to a site somewhere like, I want to say, I'm completely wrong, but like Bakersfield or Acton or something like that, right? They had the surveyors go in there and pinpoint exactly how it would be in her house from a slope, the topography and everything, make the road, place the rocks, how it's going to look when we take it over here. And this is like, I'm talking about, the road's like from here to McDonald's going down. But it's very high slope. So they actually took dirt, or they brought dirt to this job site, made the slope, same elevation where the house is at, where the guest house is at, and put these big old boulders that they purchased for who knows how many hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they put them in the location they want them. So they say, no, I don't want them there. I want to move this one here. And then after that, they went and said, okay, now we're going to build the road and the rocks exactly how this looks. That's how much dough these guys got, bro.
Probably unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
for the most part.
It's one of those jobs that it was just like, I want this done, and it wasn't.
They don't care about the cost.
They don't care about the cost. They don't. I was talking to one of the superintendents. He was there for like 4 years, but he was burned out. Then you will in construction. After you're on a job site for a year and a half, if you're going 2 years on a job site, you're burned out, bro. Because that's one thing I like about construction. You go to different job sites. You go to, you're not so burned out, bro. But yeah, this guy was there for all 4. And that place is still going. And I heard the last house, it's just closet space.
That's a giant closet.
That's amazing, right?
Wow.
That's amazing, bro. But that'll tell you, that is the problem with business in America. People have gotten so rich by outsourcing everything, while everybody else in the middle class is getting pushed down, not making any ends meet. And then we're also expected to pay more taxes, pay for every single homeless thing, pay for every single welfare program. Listen, all that stuff is great, bro. it's something to help people get on their feet, and start working. But the problem is that people have made that a business, man. People have made that like, I'm gonna be on welfare. Oh, my money's about to run out. I'm gonna have another kid and another kid, and I'm gonna be nah, bro. That's not the way to go, people. All right, let's see what you guys got, man. Maybe you gotta put the number in the bottom corner over here, Chris. They're blind to see it sometimes, bro. What else we got? Following me around now. Keep watching me, troll. Who's who? It's West Best. Who's following you? Who's following you? I see your.
Oh.
Yeah. They're roasting on each other, Chris. They're roasting on each other.
You know what I miss? The IE fools versus LA fools.
Yeah, what happened to those guys, bro?
I don't know.
I think you know what I think happened? I think they probably shacked up together and are happily married now.
No, maybe that's like the Cali Mac movie. Everyone's coming together. You know what I mean?
That's what it might be, bro.
It
That's
could be a positive thing.
That might be. I haven't seen that in a minute, bro. It was a couple guys who kept it going, carnal. Democrats say they hate millionaires and billionaires. Stocks goes down. Oh, market is going down and stocks down. We need help. Rich people. They don't. Democrats get all their money from billionaires, bro. That's what the donors are at. I heard on those protests that they were having. Those were big protests, dude. But I heard a lot of them were just staged. They were getting these buses, filling them up, bringing these people on there because I seen a couple right wing channels go out there to these protests, and they were asking the people, "Hey, so what is this and what is that?" And nobody can answer them, bro. It was like, "So why are you here?" And some of them had like note cards to sit there and say why they were there. So it's like, but at the same time, I'm looking at the protests and I'm like, it's over with, bro. You come in the next 3 years, maybe 2.5 years. But right now, to protest that, are you really going to get anywhere?
I mean, I don't think it's going to do much good.
Not with this guy. Yeah.
He's not going to bend just because a couple of people are protesting.
Even if it's 40%, he'll say 60% still want me. Mm-hmm. Oh man, IE fools broke their life down and stopped net banging there. Oh shit. Yeah. The old IE and LAB might be over, Chris. The beef might be over, bro. Let's go on IG and see what's going on over there. Let's see what's going on. Who are we gonna see on IG? I'll tell you right now. Would be a good one.
Hotline, we got a phone call.
All right.
AZ.
Hotline. What's happening, brother? Good. What's going on?
It's Andy out of Arizona. What's called I'm just calling out of I just want to see what's up. If you heard about that case where that little boy died right there in North Hollywood.
Yeah, of course. The one in Sun Valley, right down the street from us, man.
Yeah, bro. I seen that on the news. My lady was telling me. I was like, fuck, bro. That shit's gotcha as fuck. Like, that was really sad to hear.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's and he plays at the park right here on Whitsett and Van Nuyen. 13 years old, and from somebody that was like trusted, the coach, fool. I guess they would let the kid. Maybe they trusted the coach so much they would let the kid spend the night. And he said that the coach was gonna give him some money to do some work. And then at the end, the coach, the brother called the coach. Called his brother on Saturday, and the coach answered, "Oh, he can't. He's too busy. He can't answer." And the brother was like, "What do you mean he's too busy?" Hung up the phone. And then on Sunday or something, the coach tried to say that he dropped him off a few blocks from the house, and they found him dead over there in Ventura, man.
That's just fucking disgusting, bro.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Hey, man, I was hearing that shit. I hope they get that motherfucker. And you know, the fools that are seeing that shit on their phones in the jail, they get that fool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's in jail right now. They arrested him on.
Oh yeah, hopefully they get that fool, man.
Yeah. That's a guy there that needs to get a death penalty, bro. That kind of case, because that's somebody who's trusted in the community. You're a coach to these guys. They show with a bunch of pictures with all kind of kids. So I'm sure it wasn't the first time, and I'm sure they're interviewing all those kids, and little by little, a lot of stuff's gonna come out about that guy.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, but prayers to their families. So that just sucks, bro. I mean, come on, you just got a little kid's 13 years old, bro. He's barely about to start living his life.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, bro. But shit, I'll let you continue on with the show, Gil. Shit, I've been listening for a couple years. You and Ezo and Xavier, I've been listening to all you motherfuckers for 5-6 years.
Yeah, them fools were supposed to come in today, fool, and he forgot. He's like, "Oh shit, I'm out of town." Fool. I said, "Don't worry, we'll reschedule."
Yeah, I'm gonna play, Gil. I'll catch you later.
Appreciate you, brother. Late.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you got. Let me see. I'll tell you which one I want. Which one I want to see. Ta-ta. Where are we at here, Chris? What kind of parents trust someone else's with their kids' life? No, I don't think that was the case, bro. I think, that's what I'm saying. The coach was somebody who was a trusted figure in the community, but he used that to take advantage of the kid, take advantage of the parents. I remember when myself and my wife, we were coaching. This was like, I think it was 9 to 13-year-olds in Little League. And we would go pick up some of the kids because the parents either worked or the parents didn't have cars. And we would tell the parents, you know what, don't worry, we'll pick them up and we'll drop them off. And they never went to my house. They just knew me as a coach and saw me how I was with the kids. So it's a situation like that where the parents are trusting this person who's supposed to have their best interest of their kids at heart, because most people think, listen, that's the coach. He's over here volunteering. He's not getting paid. And he took full advantage of the situation. So there's no way I'm ever going to put that on the parents, bro. I mean, it's bad enough that they have to sit here and now bury their kid, man. 13-year-old kid. That's horrible for parents to do. And I don't think for 1 second, if they thought this guy was a threat to their child, that they would have done that, man. I mean, Jesus. How old's your kid?
He's 13.
Imagine that, bro. That's just the worst thing a parent can do. Get the chills over that, bro. That's the worst thing a parent can go through, bro. And to sit there, especially a coach, like that's supposed to be, you know, that's like a coach, like let's say a cop in the neighborhood, a doc, somebody who's trusted in their community, bro. And they do that. Nah, Charlie, homie, Charlie, I'm good. What's this crazy guy you got over there, Chris? What did Chris find today? I don't know about that guy, bro. That guy looks pretty creepy, bro.
Oh, I guess I can't zoom in like that. Okay, hold on. This is just the home screen.
What does it say?
Let's see. Zoom in.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there, bro.
And we'll transfer it over.
What was that guy? Hey,
Arturo Salcido Aguilar. In Riverside County, arrested for attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, kidnapping, victim intimidation, and burglary.
That's a good guy right there, bro. Send that guy some sopas, bro. Send that guy. Oh, man. A coach is a coach for coaching, not babysitting, but I 100% understand your point of view. Yeah, I get that, bro. Listen. I get that, but not everybody sometimes has the financials, you know, where they can sit there and take their kids, or if they got somebody who's a coach. And I've known some coaches who are great coaches who done stuff like that, who actually like the team will have some sleepovers because their kids in the team. Who knows if the coach also had a son or daughter that was playing on the same team. So it's like, hey, they're friends with, you know, we don't know the story at all, bro. All we know is that the coach obviously was hiding something. They arrested him for unrelated assault from 2024. And I'm sure they just did that because they don't want him to flee the country. And now, you know, we wait and see. I'm sure they're probably waiting for the DNA to come back to see if you could find that case on YouTube real quick, Chris. Now some of the people could see what we're talking about. Put 13-year-olds, Sun Valley, and coach should pop up pretty quick. Maybe on YouTube. Salute, Alex. What's going on, Playboy? You guys want to tap in? We're about to get to our hour mark. That's usually when you take off. Parent needs to have those difficult conversations with their kids about being hyper aware and to never separate from the group. Yeah, it's definitely something that you need to talk to your kids about, but sometimes it's just the person who's doing stuff. They're just demons, bro. And that could be.
If you're a parent, you can't blame yourself for that kind of stuff.
No, never. You're gonna just rot inside, man. All right, Chris is about to pull it up right now, real quick. Yeah, show him the whole screen, Chris. Said I lost it. All right. Okay. All right, here we go.
This is from KTLA.
Okay. That's my station right there. There you go.
Family and friends of 13-year-old Oscar Hernandez are desperate for answers tonight after the teen was found dead in a wooded area in Oxnard. Oscar was last seen with his soccer coach over the weekend and was heading to Lancaster, but he never returned home. That coach is under arrest tonight, but on unrelated charges.
Rachel Menitoff is live in Sun Valley, where the family is searching for answers tonight. Rachel?
MB Micah, Oscar's family has been holding emotional candlelight vigils outside of their Sun Valley apartment complex each night. His friends and teammates have been coming by with condolences and flowers and donations. We are learning more about Oscar's last known whereabouts, and his family strongly believes his soccer coach knows more than he's letting on. Gladys Maribel Batista says she can't believe her son is dead. The last time she spoke to her youngest child, 13-year-old Oscar Hernandez, was on a video call Friday, March 28th. He was on a metro train on his way to do a job for his soccer coach at his home in the Antelope Valley. They were planning to paint the team's jerseys, and the coach offered to pay him well. Later that day, Oscar's brother phoned him, only to be told, Batista recalls the coach answered. It was a short conversation, as if he didn't want to talk to them, and then he said Oscar couldn't take the call because he had paint on his hands. Oscar never returned home. He was officially reported missing on Sunday. His body found almost 70 miles away in a ditch in a densely wooded area of Oxnard on Wednesday. The coroner's office has yet to release the teen's cause of death. His family says LAPD also hasn't shared very much with them. But officers did tell them their son's coach is now in custody, arrested for an unrelated crime. The department, though, is not confirming that this same person is connected to Oscar's disappearance and death.
They want justice. They want justice. They want whatever he do that, they want to pay. Tal vez mi hijo sirvió.
Oscar's grieving mother reacting to the coach's arrest. She says perhaps my son gave his life for others to be exposed.
Oh, dude, that's horrible, bro.
Now the soccer coach is slated for a hearing.
Yeah, dude, that's horrible, dude. That's horrible. I mean, oh my God. Like I said, I couldn't even fathom. Yeah, so somebody hit me up. I'm going to try to figure out, and if anybody knows who the family is, if you can let me know where they're at and all that, that we can figure out whether they have a goal fund or something going on. I'll try to drive around there. I think I know where the area is at, and see if we can at least try to help them financially. I've had some people hit me up on IG as well, and I told them I'll try to find out. That was as of today, so we'll definitely try to find out to at least, you know, help them at least financially, because emotionally that's just a roller coaster that the family unfortunately is gonna have to go through. Is that caller still on, Chris, or hotline? Caller.
Still on.
I'm sorry, brother.
Still on. Hey, no, it's cool. You make a point, man. We all gotta come together and help the family in grieving times right now.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So what's going on, my man?
Hey, Mercacholo, did you hear about that American teen that, since we're talking about teenagers being shot, did you hear about that teenager that was fatally shot in the West Bank by the Israeli soldiers?
No, I saw something, but that was last week, and they were just pushing the kid around, but I didn't know anything about a kid getting shot. Unfortunately, that's something that over there just happens way too often.
Yeah, he was a United States citizen. I guess they were throwing rocks, and the soldiers ended up shooting and killing him. It's really new, actually. It really happened today. I think last night, but the reports are coming out today.
Oh, I didn't know that. No way. So was he was in the Gaza Strip? Was he like a dual citizen? I would take.
No. We're talking about Jesus' land, like where he was born, like West Bank, like his tierra, like his hood. Oh, like Jesus' hood.
In his area. And he was throwing.
Yeah,
and they shot
the
him?
West Bank.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. Everybody's, they're like gathered, together. They're carrying his body, and they're yelling like God is great and stuff like that, and
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard that, but I'm sure we will.
Yeah, man, you gotta look it up.
I will, brother. I appreciate it. All right, brother. Late.
All right, man, later.
What's up, Big Droops? The Hood Star TV. Rest in peace, of prayers and family. Yeah, for sure, man. It's something that no family should be going through, man. there's some stuff that goes on in the world that's horrible, you know, but this kind of stuff is the worst of the worst, man. No parent should be burying their children, especially when he's the 13-year-old healthy, young, vibrant child that has his whole future ahead of him, man. So, you know what? We're, like I said, we're going to look out for, if anybody can connect me to the family, if not, I'll go out there and drive around. I'm sure I'll find them. I believe I know where it's at. It's very close to Sun Valley Junior High. Put the number up, G. I'm trying to hit you. Put the number up there real quick, Chris. 747-279-8109. It's also the very top of the comment section, Carnal. The very top of the comment section. Michael, you can call. You'll be the last caller, homie. 747-279-8109. 747-279-8109. Let's see if he calls in. Moving up in the world, I see, Chris.
Little Pellegrino action.
Pellegrino. What's up, Droops? Let me know, homie, when you pull up again, Carnal. Chop it up. Haven't seen you in a minute, Playboy. Big Droops doing his thing out there. Shout out to the hater world. There we go. Hotline.
Gil, what's going on, brother? It's Michael.
What's up, Michael? There you go. You got in. Player, talk to us.
Hey, bro. I've been trying to catch you. I stay watching you, but hey, I wanted to know, bro. How do you it's been wild with Trump in here, huh?
Yeah. That guy's a cowboy, bro. He is a cowboy, but you know, change is not easy.
No, it ain't. But this is my thing, homie. This was my first. I did 8 years in the penitentiary. Fool.
Okay.
I got out. I changed my life finally. I'm doing great, bro. 5-6 years now.
Nice.
Going on 6 years. Nah, the homie got away from everything. Didn't get out in no bad standings. I did what I did my shit right.
That's right.
But I voted. This was my first time voting, and I voted for Trump, dog.
That's right.
And the big thing right now is all these fools are like, oh, these people are regretting their vote, and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm not regretting my vote.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I understand, bro. This stuff is gonna take some time, and that's what people don't understand. It's not even a year yet, bro. It took Biden 4 years to do this shit to our country.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little bit longer for us to get on the right track, bro.
Yeah, and you can already see it with the other countries already saying they will go 0 for 0 tariffs. In other words, they ain't taxing us no more as long as we don't tax them. But if he wouldn't have done that, they would have kept taxing us, bro. So at some point, you know, somebody needs to take a stand, and I don't think any other president would have done it, bro. They won't go against the grain that much, and that's why they try to assassinate this fool. Because who else would sit there and let the whole world economy tank until we get what we want financially, and that is equality, bro. Equality financially. That's what he's asking for. We're asking for, why are you gonna tax me 35%, but I can't tax you? Why don't we just go 0 for 0? Because we're gonna buy most of your stuff anyways.
Yeah. Well, you got to think, man, the people that are going for that stuff are actually against Americans.
Yeah.
Right? Because America is the world's piggy bank, bro.
Yep.
Might not where we hold all the money. I'm not talking about an actual bank. I'm talking about Americans are here working hard and giving that little bit of tax that we pay. We're sending that shit out, bro. And for the longest time, Americans were okay with that, bro, when it was getting done properly. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when we got shit in our own country, man, our own people that are hurting, and you know, we need to close that wallet up. We need to focus on our homeless. We need to focus on our
facts.
We need to focus on the penitentiaries, bro, the treatment centers, and the homeless, bro.
Facts,
on getting these people back into society, bro, in a proper way.
Absolutely, bro. We got to take care of our home before we start worrying about everybody else's. That's a problem with the last 5, 6, 7, 8 administration. Everybody's worried about everybody else around the world while our streets are deteriorating. Our homeless population has gone through the roof. Our drug problem has gone through the roof, and nobody's worried about it until this psychopath called Donald Trump came in here and said, you know what, enough is enough, bro, and I'm down with that.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, brother, I appreciate the call, Michael, man. I'm glad you're doing well, homie. Keep that great work up. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, Bill. We appreciate you, dog.
Thank you, my man. All right, Chris, let's start get us out of here. All right, people, tomorrow it is the Boys Podcast. I'm going to see if Mohawk Man wants to hook up with the trans pool table player. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all you vatos out there, all you hyenas out there, all you people out there working, grinding, the blue-collar workers, homie. Appreciate you guys. All praise to God, and we're out of here, Playboys. Let's do this. Now you want to call